Welcome back to the channel. My name is Dan. This is Dan's Diamond Detailing. Thank you so much for tuning into this Wednesday evening. I was thinking or debating if I should do this live or if I should do this pre-recorded. Let me know if you hear the reverb from this phone. I somehow can't manually turn off this audio here. So if you can hear me talking over this, let me know before I deep dive into this evening. How's everybody doing here? What's up, Rick Smith? What's up, Brant? Juice, Mondo, Corey. Okay, Vice. Okay, everything sounds good. So you don't hear that 6 inches into my ear. Good. Okay. Nice. So my practice today is going to take a breath, take deep breaths, chill, do a little notes, and then we're gonna get some washing. Okay. If you want to take a peek over there, I got a couple of things we can have some fun doing. Okay. But first we got to go to school, okay, boys and girls? We're going to go to school. We got to learn. Drinking a little espresso this evening. We're getting back into the groove of things, right? I'm always on edibles. You always got to eat, right? All right. Tonight, pH neutral soaps with the star of our show tonight, as you see here. Let me bring them up on stage. We got famous pH OG soap in the house. Compliments from Good Enough Garage / aka Michael Zillis. He sent me this in this amazing press-all bottle here. And we're going to go over this bad boy, and we're going to go over a couple of these here as well. We're going to go from the left to right here. We got Fireball Shampoo. This is the high-end luxury. Again, all of these shampoos are all similar in premiumness and high rate dilutions and costs. So we're going to kind of go over them and go over that a little bit later, but we're going to go over what we have first here. We got Fireball Shampoo. We got the legendary Detail Co. Soft Wash. We got Incredible Suds DIY Details Type 2. This is the newer version, the less thick one. We got Clean by Pan Shampoo version 1. Quiver Rogue, Gtechniq's G-Wash, Coach Chemi's Gentle Snow Foam, Carbon Detail Supplies Foam Shampoo, and the last one we have comparing to the OG will be the Fireball Superstar Car Shampoo. So, well, let's get into it, guys. First off, how's everybody? Everything sounding good? Where is Labo Semper? Semper is not good enough. Tell that to Corey. Damn, he's got the Labo label too. Yeah, dude. Mike hooked it up, dude. He hooked it up with the Obsessed Garage bottle, the label, and he customized a sticker on there. That's just, I have to just let everyone know that that's just incredible, okay? So what I did was I conveniently poured them in here so we can test viscosities, and you guys can guess, or you guys can tell me which one do you think pours better or which one do you think pours worse. I mean, some of them are pretty color that you could probably get the idea of which is which. But who knows? We'll see. Can't imagine which one this purple one is. Couldn't imagine. All right, let's get into the notes here. So tonight, as I mentioned, this is a pH neutral soap demonstration mostly, but I just want to go briefly over these 10 soaps. 10 soaps, okay? Not 3, not 4, not 9, not 11. 8-minute abs, okay? No, not 7-minute abs. Can't do abs that quick. You need to be 8-minute abs. Okay, so let's go ahead and you know what? Let's do viscosity first, just because I'm having fun here. Okay, so let's go on to the table here. What would you consider this? Pretty thick, on the thicker side. Pours pretty good though. It's still thick, right? You can still see the soap on the wall, so we'll put this on the thicker side. Next one. Looks like it's pouring even worse. It's very thick, but when you pour it out, it kind of comes back down pretty quickly compared to the two. So they're pretty similar. Next we have here, whoops, don't kick the thing. Pours very good. Very nice. Put that on this side. This one looks like it's pouring even better. Even better pour, so I'll put that over here. This one pouring the worst out of all of them so far. Okay, so we'll put that on the edge here. This, pouring excellent, very similar to the farthest left here. So similar to this side. This one, I'd say about a middle. It's a little syrupy, but it's on the less viscous side. Starting to get thick again. So you can see that wall there. So we'll put that around here. And orange. Orange also kind of like on the thicker but not too wet. And last but not least, this one looks really good here. Pours very well. Put that towards the end here. Looks like this one does a little bit better. Okay. Now let's see what they are, shall we? How's this look? You guys can see this? All right. So on the most viscous, it is Shokar from Fireball, where I dropped some life off at the doctor's appointment. Second viscous is DIY's Incredible Suds Type 2, the second version. Third is G-Wash, also pretty thick on that thicker side. Okay. And then slightly less thick was Superstar by Fireball, also pretty similar viscosities. And then this is Quiver Rogue. Everyone recognizes the orange Quiver Rogue. And some of the ones that are actually on my, these are the ones that I actually think pour very well. Okay, this is just borderline. Does anyone take a guess what this one is? Gtechniq GSF. And this one pours pretty good too. You can kind of see it doesn't really fall. This is the OG soap. So OG soap. And this one also feels like it pours even a little better. And that one is Clean by Pan's V1. And this one looks like it even better than that. Pretty bubbly, right? A lot of suds in there. Pretty bubbly. And that is Carbon Detail Supply by Ryan, Fine Detailing. And the least viscous, the most easiest to pour seems to be from Soft Wash. Soft Wash. Really nice. Okay. Let's get into it. Let's get into it, right, boys? Was that good? Was that a cool little break? Did we have fun? Are you guys getting hyped up? You hear the sound of my voice, how ecstatic I am right now? No mint, David. Unfortunately, I have no mint because I gave it away to Chelsea. Chelsea pours very mint pours. Chelsea and mint pours very well. If you watched my video when I did the Luminous, I did an overview of mint. That's one of my rare videos. It's not a live stream, so you don't have to watch 16 hours of video. But when I did mint and you shake it up, you shake it, it does get like crazy little micro bubbles, and it starts becoming almost like a gel. But again, it really depends on how much you shake it. Okay, so demonstration, that was pretty cool. What did everyone think about that? Was that pretty cool? Is that cool? All right, so let's get into some notes, shall we? So I have some notes tonight. Let's go ahead. We're going to do, so the Battle of pH Neutral Soaps. I'm going to go over their basic overview of who makes it, where it's from, the basic pH, what it's safe on, the cost per ounce. Okay, a lot of people go over the cost per ounce, the directions, that it's official directions, and maybe what I recommend. And then also I'm going to go over the fragrance and some special features about that soap. Okay, so like why you might like that soap and so forth. Okay, so first of the 10 is Carbon Detail Supply. Okay, Carbon Detail Supply is a pH neutral shampoo. It's an affordable premium everyday wash soap developed by Ryan from Fine Detailing. It's also a formulated in partnership with Armor Blending. Okay, so also the OG soap is also blended by Armor. We'll get into that a little bit later. The chemical team behind Armor Detail Supply. Okay, so Armor Detail Supply has a blending team, and Ryan has his proprietary shampoo and his other products that he's working with ADS, and it's not just a white label of shampoo plus plus. Okay. Okay, so pH neutral, it's got cleaning power, it delivers highly effective balanced cleaning power engineered specifically for outdoor use. Okay. Cost per ounce. So it's on the relatively cheaper side if you get the gallon. The 1 liter side isn't really the best price point, but what I try to do for this demonstration is, or this stream, was basically get as much accurate data as possible, because there are some products that don't even come in the 1 gallon and so forth, such as superstar shampoo that only comes in the 1 liter, and the fact that Pan's clean version is version 1. I don't have version 2, so I have to, for all you know, the prices might not be very accurate, because it might not be as easily to get V1, and he might have increased the concentration of V2, so stuff like that. But I tried to kind of keep it very close. Okay, so the cost per ounce for Ryan's, the 32 ounce, is $19, and it's about 60 cents per ounce. Okay, so that's about pretty good. Okay, somewhere in about $1 an ounce, right? Especially when you're pushing like $100 a gallon. And then for the gallon, it's a lot cheaper. It's $30. Okay, for a gallon, drops it significantly to 23 cents per ounce, which is really good. Okay, that's pretty competitive. For the directions, his bucket wash is 170 to 256, so basically 2 to 3 ounces and 4 to 5 gallons. He stipulates, depending on if you have DI water or standard hard water. Okay, he really stipulates, because in his work environment, he's pretty much strictly just using DI water. So he designed his products largely for DI water, but he does have dual directions, one for DI, one for standard tap. Okay, and the fragrance for his Carbon Detail Supply shampoo is a masculine woodsy scent, rather than the typical heavy fruit scents found in most soaps you're going to see on the list here. This one's probably the only one that has like a cologne fragrance to it. Special features: outdoor and sun friendly, formulated with slow drying lubricated agents specifically designed to be safe for washing in direct sunlight or hot climates. Now, keep in mind, Ryan's, he's in Phoenix, Arizona, or Scottsdale. I think he's in Scottsdale, Arizona, and it's exceptionally hot there. Pretty much a desert. So he's designing his products that are designed in his environment. I would still not recommend foaming your car or washing it in direct sunlight or in extreme heat. But he does have his line directed in that situation. Okay, Armor blending chemistry. It avoids standard generic white label blending. It is custom engineered alongside chemical engineers to optimize extreme lubrication package and slickness. So he's basically designed this for mostly for slickness. He really put a lot of thought into that. And then anti-reactivating rinse. So designed to sheet off cleanly during a final rinse phase, helping to minimize potential water spots when rinsing. So he made it easy to rinse. Okay, that's the first of the 10. And then the potential king tonight, the OG soap. We got a I had the information here, but I think a lot of us know this here. This one's from Obsessed Garage, Matt Morman. He's also designed this with Armor Detail Supplies' blending team. I don't know exactly who blended it. If it was Brad, DJ, who knows what, I'm not sure. But it's supposed to be pretty much formulated the way Matt Morman's standards are. Okay, so it's about 7 to 7.2 pH. Highly effective cleaning maintenance cloud. This is also aimed for like a maintenance kind of shampoo. Let's see. It's custom engineered using ultra premium surfactant package from Armor Blending to lift, isolate light to moderate foam film, traffic dust, and dirt without needing harsh chemical solvents. Okay, so it's 100% safe for waxes, polymer sealants, and ceramic coatings. It contains 0 gloss enhancers, no artificial waxes or residual polymers. This ensures a naked, clean that preserves and respects the natural hydrophobic behavior of your existing base layer protection. So if people are really like sticklers of not covering their coatings, this would be a very good soap for you. The cost per ounce, that for the 1 liter, it's roughly a little over $1 per ounce, and for the 1 gallon, it's a little under $100. Now, keep in mind, throughout the week here, I've already noticed that I can't remember the brand, the websites, but there's already some that are like 25% off, so you can get it for like $75. I would always recommend, if you're interested in trying stuff out, to try to wait for sales for them. But right now, let's just say it's a full retail at $100. It's about 78 cents per ounce. Okay, so most people are going to be going over the cost per ounce with you, but they might not go over the dilution ratio per ounce, and we will deep dive into that in just a little bit. Okay, so the official directions from Matt Mormon's website, it says for the bucket wash, 380 to 640. Okay, so it's a little bit better than Carbon Detail Supplies. Mix 1 ounce of soap to 3 to 5 gallons. Foam cannon 1 to 10 to 1 to 30. Okay, so that's pretty much standard, I'd say. Now, if you remember, we did Fireball, one of the Fireball pre-washes. It was 10 mils for 1 liter. That's like 1 to 60. Okay, 1 to 60 is really nice. When soaps start getting a little expensive, I don't like to see 1 to 10 as much. I like to see 1 to 30 to 1 to 50 to 1 to 60. The official directions has 3 sets of, depending on the flow. Okay, if you're running around 2 gallons or under, you're just standard 1 ounce for 1 liter. Okay, if you're doing the 2 to 2.5, like some of the larger pressure washers, 2 ounces. And if you just got one of those big boys, you're going over 3 gallons per minute, 3 ounces in your 1 liter. Okay, so that could be theoretically between 78 cents to $1 times 3 if you're running a 3.0 gallon per minute. Okay, so that might not be very cheap, especially if you're washing your car once a week, because it's just a maintenance soap. Okay, maintenance soap, you're going to go through it a lot because you're using it often. Okay, fragrance on it. I smelled the fragrance. I swear to you. Let me know in the comments if you have Gtechniq's G-Wash, because I'm pretty certain G-Wash is extremely similar to the OG soap. It has this like citrusy melody. I guess the official term is called fruit slices. Okay, it's a subtle, almost 1% concentration, so it's pleasantly noticeable. And when I do smell it, I haven't fully used it yet, but Mike sent it to me, and it kind of like spilled a little bit in the box. And immediately when I opened the box, I had that like wave of like, it's like a grapefruit more than like a lemon or an orange or a lime. It's more of like a grapefruit, but it's definitely citrusy and it's not super strong. And I washed this car yesterday because it was filthy. And when I'm doing pH soaps, I don't expect like severe cleaning power from this. So I kind of just pre-washed yesterday, and I already had spider webs on the car, but that's not the point. The point is I use G-Wash because I haven't used G-Wash in such a long time, and the smell was like very similar. So it will be interesting to see how that performs tonight. Okay, so fruit slices, and then the special features about it is armor blending. Rather than being a cheap white label rebrand, the soap is built from scratch alongside the expert chemists at Armor Blending. Okay, to meet Matt Mormon's exact performance demands. Okay. So he built this with extreme lubrication, okay, engineered specifically to emphasize on slickness under the wash pad. So we're going to check that, feel how he's emphasizing slickness. So I definitely want to check that. Lubricity acts as an anti-marring cushion, minimizing the risk of causing micro scratches or wash-induced swirl marks on soft clear coats. Okay, sun and heat safety. It is completely sun safe if the suds happen to flash dry on the paintwork in direct sunlight while washing. The soap film will rinse away entirely clean without staining windows, plastic trim, or clear coat. And there's no residue rinse. The premium surfactants release instantly when hit with water, allowing the soap to sheet cleanly off the panels without fighting you and leaving streaky polymer buildups behind. Okay. And as I mentioned, because it shares the Armor Blending house style, it benefits from the same ultra premium surfactant engineer and high lubricity package found in Carbon's formula. Okay, but it is dialed in with its own unique blue color, fruit slices, scent, and specific high flow foaming profile. Okay, so it's got similar tendencies. It's built from the same people, if that makes sense. Let me do a quick chat, see how everyone's doing. Looks good. You guys see the colorful people. You see me there. All right. Now let's go on to it. We're doing great, huh? We're doing great. Now soft wash. we got one of our very popular soft washes here. I personally love soft wash. Detail called Soft Wash is a highly popular, super concentrated maintenance shampoo launched by the professional detailer Eddie Cologne from EC Details. Okay, distributed by the House of Rags, it is engineered specifically to maximize foaming capabilities and surface glide without leaving behind film or altering protection. Very similar. A lot of these pH neutral soaps will pretty much do that. Okay. So pH neutral, cleaning power, safety, similar, very similar to everything else. Okay. So now the cost per ounce, we got so with soft wash, as most of you probably already know, is being discontinued or they don't make it anymore. So if you can find soft wash on the market, buy it, but don't expect it to be coming back anytime soon because over in that corner they have the new line of Detail Co, new labeling, and they are remaking, reblending, remaking from the ground up soft wash. So if you love soft wash and you don't have enough, probably go check online and try to find as much soft wash as you can. I think H2O supplies over in California has some right now, and I don't know, just do a little diligence. But anyways, one of my favorite pH neutral softs is called Soft Wash. For a 16-ounce bottle, okay, $19, not the cheapest. That's about $1.20 per ounce. It's about at that cost. It's about the most expensive shampoo that we're looking at, even more expensive than OG soap. If you get it to a 1 liter, which I believe now Detail Co is moving all their soaps from half a liter to 1 full liter minimum, it definitely will cut down on costs, and even that knocks it down almost 20% to a little over $1. And then I would always recommend, if you're buying products from Detail Co, go with the largest portion, which is a gallon, and that gallon is $55, dropping it significantly to 43%, 43 cents per ounce. So that's in the ball game of pretty good. Okay. Now for the official dilution ratios, it's all over the place. Okay, it's between 1 to 200, 1 to 700, give or take. Okay, so between 1 to 2 ounces, but for 3 to 5 gallons, it's pretty flexible. It's pH neutral. It's really hard to have it really go real bad on you. Okay, agitate with a sharp blast of water to build hydro slick slubs that won't fade, collapse in mid wash. Okay, and then for the foam cannon, pretty standard dilution, 1 to 10 to 1 to 32. Okay, so 1 to 3 ounces for a liter. Okay, depending on how hard your water is and how thick you want it. Okay, so I recommend, again, soft wash, very good viscosity, pours very well. This is 30 mils. All you need is about 30 mils in a foam can, 1 ounce. 1 ounce in the foam can is really all you need. It does a really good job. We'll go over that in a little bit later, and I'll show you my water and all that fun stuff. Okay. Fragrance for soft wash. It's a berry-like scent. I think it's like a Garnier Fructis. It's really nice. Okay. It's a really nice fruity shampoo smell, like a hair shampoo. I really enjoy using it a lot. Okay. Now, the special features about this is it's got advanced wetting abilities. Okay, so it's formulated with a high-tier wetting agents that prevent the soap from flash drying instantly. This gives you exceptionally long working window, even when washing in direct sunlight or hot conditions. It's got really good cling time. Okay, so when shot through the foam cannon, it's engineered to anchor to vertical pannons for roughly at least a minute. Okay, so that's really good. Good cling time, really good zero reactivation rinse. So basically, when you're rinsing off the car, it's not like reactivating the soap and stuff. So that's also really good. And last but not least, and I also think this is a very important, it's skin friendly and biodegradable. So the advanced chemistry is 100% biodegradable and engineered to be non-irritating and incredibly gentle on your skin while working. So that's nice to have. I tend to wear gloves in general when I'm working. No matter what I'm using, I'm still using gloves. But if you're not a gloves person, you'll feel more confident using Detail Co soft wash. Okay. Take a quick peek at the chat, see how everyone's doing. Who loves soft wash? Let me put a 5 in the chat. Isn't Rogue like 75 a gallon? Let's see. We shall see, Juice Free. Who likes soft wash? Put a 5 in the chat. I use it all the time. There's no issues with it. No more than 1 to 2 ounce in the foam can, depending on the setup. Yeah, it's excellent. And sometimes if you're putting in too much soap, it starts to clog your foam cannon, right? I've got some soft wash from H2O Auto Supplies. Haven't used it yet. We'll have to give it a try this weekend. Yeah, you do that, Chelsea. I appreciate it. Also, Chelsea, I got your box right here with your stuff. I just need to ship it out. Just gotta ship it out to you. I'm really bad at shipping stuff out right now. Anyways, okay. All right, no one's used soft wash. Well, maybe I should give a little out to people. Okay, next on the list we got Quiver Rogue, which is also under that Detail Co umbrella kind of. Quiver Rogue is a pH neutral foaming soap. It's a premium maintenance shampoo custom developed by professional mobile detailer and content creator Josh V. I am Josh V. In collaboration with Chemical Labs, engineered specifically for harsh outdoor conditions and mobile detailing realities. Okay, it focuses on hyper foaming technology paired with extreme sun safety. Again, as mentioned with Ryan from Fine Detailing, Josh V also does outdoor detailing in very hot environments. He's in California, and he engineered his soap line to deal with his extreme environments. Okay, so pH neutral, concentrated, remains perfectly neutral upon dilution. It's got strong cleaning power. Pretty much the standard for everybody. Okay, safe on waxes, sealants, coatings, all that fun stuff. Okay. Now the cost per ounce, we got about $30 for 32 ounces, so it's just under $1 an ounce. And for a gallon, it's about $75. Okay, so that's really nice, about 60 cents per ounce. I think anything under about 60 cents to 40 cents or under is really good. If you can get something 30s and 20s, even better, right? Okay, official dilution ratios 320 to 640. So that's just about where soft wash is. If I was, no, a little bit better. But see, this is 200 to 640, and this is 320 to 640. So I'd say it's still stronger. So Quiver Rogue's a little stronger. Dilution mix 1 to 2 ounces for 5 gallons. Foam 1.8 to 132. So that's a little bit of a jump right there. Okay. I would say 1 to 10 to 1 to 30. So I would, again, 1 ounce. 1 ounce in the foam cannon usually. When I'm doing demonstrations, I tend to do 1.5 ounces to half a liter. So that's like 1 to 10. Okay. So I tend to do 1 to 10 just for show. But yeah. Okay. Fragrance. It's got a highly potent tropical pina colada and coconut scent, which I love a lot. The fragrance of Rogue is such a beautiful summer soap. Like, it reminds me of the days when I was in Florida, and yeah, it's a really good fragrance. Josh did a really good job on the soap. Okay, so viscosity is medium thick, as we mentioned. It's about medium thick there. Pours a little bit better than Incredible Suds Type 2. Okay, they're pretty similar. Okay, you see how like the thickness? They're pretty similar there. So Type 2, I'd say Rogue is still a little bit better. Rogue is still slightly more viscous. Okay. Where are we at? Sun friendly. So the special features, as I mentioned, sun friendly. Again, if you're a mobile detailer, you're probably going to want to make sure that you're using DI water. That's important. And you're also going to make sure that if you have to work in the sun because you don't have shade or it's just hard for you, work with soaps that have a really good forgiveness. It's very forgiving. Okay. You don't want to deal with stuff that's like you're gonna really have a hard time. Okay, exceptional foam dwell time, just like soft wash. It's engineered to run through a foam cannon, anchored tightly. Okay, and then it works very well if you have low gallon per minute. Okay, washer. If you're not running with a really high flow or really high pressure, this Quiver Rogue foams very well. Or at least it was designed to do that. Let's take a quick peek at the chat. Hi, just getting off work. What's up, Pure Motion? How are you doing? What's up, Chingy? Send me a sample ounce, Dan. I got you, Chingy. Are you talking about soft wash? I know you're joking about that. Love soft wash. 1 ounce foam can and 1 in the bucket. Absolutely, AK. Okay. Mondo never used it. Well, I got the grape version for you, Mondo. Okay, back to the mix. Coach Chemi GSF. This one's going to upset people or make people happy because a lot of people think this is an overpriced soap. A lot of people think it's not worth their time. A lot of people think it's really slick. A lot of people think it smells incredible. Okay. It really depends on who you are. Let's go down and let's go through it. Okay. Coach Chemi, or better, Coach Chemi's GSF, or better known as Gentle Snow Foam. Okay. Is a premium pH safe car soap engineered by the expert chemical teams in Germany. Okay. It functions seamlessly as a both long term, it's both a long dwelling touchless pre wash foam and ultra slick hand bucket shampoo. So you can pre-wash it and you can put it in the bucket, okay? pH of 7.5, neutral to 7 once diluted in the water. Okay, got good cleaning power. Okay. Safe on all paint, plastics, vinyl wraps, PPF, all that fun stuff. Now the good stuff. Cost per ounce. So similar to Quiver Rogue, right? Quiver Rogue's $29.99 is a little bit over it, about 92 cents per gallon. And then again, for 5 liters is more than a gallon. That's $80. So that's cheaper than Quiver Rogue. So that brings it down to 47 cents per ounce. Where Rogue was about what, 50 something, 59 cents per ounce. So GSF, being 5 liters, is actually cheaper than Quiver Rogue. Okay. Official dilution ratios. This is where it gets you. Okay. The dilution ratio is 1 to 200. That's going to be about the worst dilution ratio we will see this evening. Okay? Everything else is pretty much higher than that. Okay. Mix 50 mils, which is about 1.5 ounces, into 10 liters of water. Okay. So which is about 2.5 gallons. Yeah. 2.6. A little bit over 2.5 ounces. Okay. And for foam cannon, 1 to 20, 1 to 50. I like that. Okay. As I just mentioned, I don't like seeing 1 to 8, 1 to 10 if it's $100 a gallon. If it's like $20 a gallon, 1 to 8, 1 to 10 is more doable. But if you're paying $100, $120 a gallon, I don't want to see 1 to 8. I want to see at least 1 to 20, 1 to 50, 1 to 60. Okay. Something really strong, like truly strong. Okay, so 20 mils to 20 to 30 mils in a liter, wait 3 to 5 minutes. Yada, yada. Simple stuff. For the fragrance, okay, to me, it's like a almond cherry smell. Features a very distinct, highly noticeable, nostalgic, sweet cherry sherbet scent, okay? Pours slightly syrupy, but it pours enough that I don't really have much issues. But you can kind of see the residual there. You can still see it. Like there's a couple of... You see that, right? Okay, so it does stick. I like the color, like the fragrance. I don't like the dilution ratio. Active foam upgrade. So the cool thing about GSF, and there's a couple of other soaps that we didn't mention, but they don't have this instruction. But because this does have official instructions, I'm going to let it be public. Okay. And a lot of you probably already know this. Okay. But basically, if you want your pH neutral soap to have a little bit of bite to it, increase the pH there, and you have a little bit of cleaning power, you can add some Green Star to your GSF, and you're pretty much making an active foam. Okay. You could go buy active foam or auto shampoo, which is basically their active foam without a fragrance. But if you really like mixing stuff, you can get GSF and some Green Star. Okay. Which is, they're saying 10 to 30 mils of Green Star directly into your GSF foam cannon, and you can make an active foam without destroying indwelling properties. Now, I still do not recommend using Green Star because of its degreasing properties as a pre-wash. If you have the choice or the option, I would go with Multi-Star or Super Foam or Active Foam. If you're really not trying to hurt coatings or really not try to like really erase or clean slate your car, just do Active Foam, okay? But try this out, okay? But they did formulate so that they pair well together. That's what I'm trying to emphasize here. And then zero reactivation clean rinse, as mentioned. Some of these, okay, if you're spraying it off, it's not going to just make more soap, which can be really annoying. That's, yeah, I don't know if you noticed this, but Luminous Mint, I kind of had a lot of issues with the reactivation with Luminous Mint. It would get caught in the crevices of the car, and I'm just going to have to like blow it for like 20 seconds. It's just making more and more and more and more soap, right? So that's kind of annoying, especially if you don't have like a lot of water or you're kind of out there, okay? Because time is money. GSF was a pre-wash neutral. What is this? Steph says GSF was a pre-wash neutral foam when they released it, but then became a shampoo in the bucket once it became available in the US. Interesting. Okay. Green Star should be put straight in the foam cannon with a few ounces of GS added to it. I don't know about that. I would probably put GS in a Marilax or an IK, like air pressure foamer, right? Kind of how we do with the citrus. That would be the best. Kind of like how Ivan does with his little all clean, right? I would probably do 1 to 20, 1 to 20, 1 to 30 Green Star in a 12-liter IK. Pour like an ounce of gentle snow foam, and then put some pressure in, and then that would be a really good, like a citrus, kind of like a citrus thing. Okay, let's get down to it. So fragrance, and I told you all the special features on it. Now Fireball. Fireball is an interesting one. This one's from Korea. There's 2 Fireball shampoos tonight. Okay, we got the Shokar, which is their ultra premium 1 to 1,000, and their, I don't know if you can see this over here, but we have two of the, I think 5 fragrances, smells. I'm gonna try to order more of them, but that's all I got for tonight. So let's go over Fireball. Fireball Star. Was that Star Car? I think I spelled that wrong. I think. Yes, this one's supposed to be Superstar. Yeah, Fireball Superstar. Oh, I just reading it wrong. So Fireball Superstar Car Shampoo is a premium, highly concentrated boutique maintenance shampoo engineered by South Korean luxury detailing brand Fireball. It is widely recognized for combining top-tier slickness with an interactive, sensory-focused design. Okay, what I like about this one is that there's many options to choose. Like, not every day you want to smell grape every day, or maybe not every day you want to smell mango. Like, sometimes you just want to mix it up, right? So I like that option. Okay, so let's go into it. So pH neutral. Simple cleaning power, very similar to everything else. Safe on your coatings, PPFs, final wraps, sensitive carnauba waxes, leaves behind no artificial gloss enhancers, keeping your base protection perfectly naked, okay? Cost per ounce, here we go, guys. So cost per ounce, it only comes in the 1 liter, okay? Only comes in 1 liter. And it's on sale right now. If you go to fireball.usa, it's on sale. And so it was $25, and actually it's even cheaper now. I think it's like $13 or $14. So it's not. So let's go ahead and say it's $18. So that's 53 cents per ounce, which is actually pretty good. Oh, here we go. And the current sale is $13.50, which drops it down to 40 cents per ounce, which is pretty much right now currently the most affordable cost per ounce. We haven't done the math on dilution ratios, right? If this one is 1 to 4 and another one's 1 to 400, and this one's twice as much, this one's still going to be a lot better for your money, right? But we'll get into that in a second. Official dilution ratios. So for the bucket, 1 to 700, really good. That's pretty much one of the strongest ones we've had so far, 1 to 700. I think I saw one up here. It was like 1 to 640. Yeah, see, 1 to 640, 256. That's not good. So right now we're at 1 to 700. So this is so far the strongest one. So they're saying 15 mils. Okay, that's about half an ounce. Okay, for 3 to 4 gallons. Now we're talking, guys. 3 to 4 gallons for just a half an ounce. Now, I'm not going to bore you. We've talked about Fireball before. I'm a big fan of this dilution, and especially for the cost. And we're going to get into that in a second. Okay. In the foam cannon, I can't recall if I've ever foamed this on. We can try. We'll try. I have something to show you afterwards. We might be trying this. We'll see. Foam cannon ratio, roughly 1 to 10 to 1 to 15. Okay, so not the best dilution ratio. I wish that was a little bit stronger. Color, fragrance, and customization. Unlike most traditional soap, Fireball explicitly formulates Superstar in 5 colors and fragrances. So red is papaya and mango, blue is fruity citrus, yellow is honey banana, green is forest mood, and purple is French grape scent. So we got the red, we got the mango, and we got the honey banana. I think they're both excellent. The honey banana smells more like honey, less like banana. It's really sweet. It's really nice. I'm digging with the fragrances for that. Special features: high-end lubricity cushioning, designed to focus heavily on tackle glide behavior. It forms an ultra slick, continuously lubricating layer across clear coats, which lets wash pads glide completely friction free to significantly reduce the risk of marring or washing swirls. Okay, so that advanced foam stabilization and anti-water spotting blend. Okay, so it's formulated with advanced chemical wetting agents that help prevent water from snapping or fracturing as easily on unrinsed panels, easing hot water maintenance washing. Okay, so the perks for this overall seems to be the customization, choosing 5 different ones instead of just having one, and it's slick, and it's really good dilution ratio for the cost. Okay. Now the show car is supposed to be their ultra premium, highly specialized maintenance soap designed by luxury brand Fireball, engineered primarily as a bucket wash. Okay, so this is not really designed for foam cannon. Okay, so you really don't want to spend your hard-earned semen money, your hard-earned jizma's money to put this in a foam cannon if it's not really designed for it. Okay. Formulated to clean vehicles gently while leaving behind a highly reflective, glossy finish. This is going to be one of the only pH neutral soaps in the 10 that actually have some sort of enhancers. Does that make sense? Okay. So cleaning 7.5, good cleaning power, safe, just like all the other ones. Okay. So here we go. For half a liter, which is 17 ounces. It retails for about $19, which is a little about pretty much the on that higher end, right? A little bit over $1 per ounce. And if you get a 1 liter, okay, it drops it significant in price, bringing it to about 25% cheaper, 75 cents per ounce. If I recall, this also comes in a 5 liter for $120 per gallon. I can't remember. So it's probably even cheaper. Let's say it's like 65 cents. Okay. For bucket wash, 1 to 1,000. Here we go. We're finally getting there. Now we got some good dilution ratios. So 1 to 1,000. Okay. You got GSF doing 1 to 200. You got like Quiver Rogue doing, what is it? Say so it's about 25% more concentrated than Quiver Rogue, even. Okay. So 10 mils for 2 to 3 gallons. Okay. Not 2 to 3 ounces like some of these other soaps over here. Okay. This is a third of an ounce. Okay. That's like 6 times stronger than some of these other soaps here. Okay. This is where the factors become really important. Okay. When you're spending $100 on a shampoo, but you're going to get like 60%, 80% more washes. That's huge. Okay, foam cannon method, 1 to 10, 1 to 15. So even though it's not really designed for it, it's still doing that like between 1 to 10 and 1 to 30. So 1 to 10 and 1 to 15. Okay, so 2 to 3 ounces. And this is not if the whole bucket is only asking for 10 mils, you're really not going to want to put 60 to 90 mils in a foam can. Okay, it seems very not cost effective. Now for fragrance, it features a distinct, sweet, and highly prominent, intoxicating fragrance that is designed to fill your detailing workplace with agitating and washing. So that doesn't really make any sense. But basically, to me, it smells like a fancy shampoo. Okay, it smells like it has that nice little gloss to it. Let me smell it really fast. Oh yeah, like I just went to the bottle of a shampoo aisle in the Walgreens or whatever, and it smells like it smells like Pantene Pro V. Pantene. Yeah, Pantene Pro V. Okay, that's it. Pantene Pro V. I found it. Okay. Okay, special features. It's got this pearl extract and gloss enhancers. As I mentioned, all the other ones were like pretty much like nothing, naked. This one actually has gloss enhancers. Okay, there's a little titanium oxide in it. Unlike standard pure neutral soaps that leave nothing behind, Shokar is uniquely infused with genuine pearl extracts. This adds a temporary optical boost while making clear coats appear deeper, slicker, and freshly polished right after drying. Okay, nanotechnology integration is chemically optimized to synergize perfectly with Fireball spray sealants and nanotechnology coatings such as Parawet, Easy Coat, or Hydrofoam, restoring their baseline slickness without clogging them. Okay, so pretty nice, pretty good shampoo. Premium friction cushioning, formulated to emphasize extreme lubricity. It places a thick gel cushioning between the wash pad and the clear coat, heavily mitigating micro-marring or wash-induced swirl marks on delicate paintwork. Verified, biodegradable, Verified biodegradable DNA. The formulation is safely verified and completely 100% biodegradable, ensuring it is safe for open driveway washing and environmental runoff. So again, this is the second one out of like 6 so far that's biodegradable, okay? Or at least to mention it. That one's pretty good. Let's check the chat really fast here. Okay, where are we at here? Please send me the PDF. What are we doing here? Wait. He was comparing everyone else's foam cannon dilution to the Fireball bucket dilution because that 1 to 10 would be more comparable and would not be cost effective. No. I'm confused. Is there an echo? There could be an echo because this phone doesn't know how to mute itself. I can't, for some reason, turn this volume down. It just wants to talk. All right. Oh, and look, the camera goes away when I hit the sleep by accident. There we go. Yeah, sorry if you can hear me talking over here. It's this thing. It just wants to just make little baby noises. Okay. I think I'm caught up, right? I need more emotion, Daniel-san. Don't worry, we're gonna get emotional very soon. We got some emotion in the background there. Okay, we got some emotion getting bubbling. Oh, and we also got a wheel to spin too. So just chill, guys. We're like 60% here. Done. Okay. DIY Incredible Suds. Okay, you just need a smidge. Just need a smidge of Incredible Suds. Okay, including it's optimized Type 2. We got the Type 2 ice. Type 2 ice in the house. Okay, still pretty thick. Doesn't pass Stan's viscosity test. A little too thick that I like it. Okay, all these. This one's like just on the in between. All these are a little too thick. Okay, we're not. A little too much cake. A little too much cake for old Daniel-san. Okay, a little too much cake. Highly concentrated car shampoo engineered by professional detailer Ivan. Okay, it was designed explicitly to maximize paint lubrication and foaming performance. Okay, cost per ounce about $18 for the 16 ounce, a little bit over $1.12. But when you get a gallon, okay, it's about $85, which jumps it down significantly to 66 cents per ounce. As you saw, we have stuff that are about 80 cents per ounce, and we have stuff that's around 40 cents per ounce. This is we're in the middle. It's not the most expensive. It's not the cheapest either. Okay, now the dilution ratio will play a hand. Bucket wash, just a half an ounce to an ounce. Okay, for 3 to 4 gallons. And the foam cannon, just 1 to 2 ounces, which is about right. I would say between 1 to 2 ounces is pretty much what you want, depending on how much you're filling it there. Okay, as Mondo loves it, it's an artificial grape scent, not a French grape, but an artificial grape scent. It's highly prominent during application. Type 2 features an intentional viscosity shift, making the liquid thinner and slicker. Still not thin enough for my standards. It's definitely no soft wash, okay? Soft wash, carbon detail supply, pans, OG soap. That's where we're at, okay? And GSF starts to get a little thick on me. So this is the standard where I'm at here, okay? High lubricity, anti-marring, rinse, wash, rinse capability, okay? So built-in Anchor DIY's touches dwell prep method. It can be combined directly over a pre-washed layer of all clean and APC, okay? So it's made for that pretty much, okay? Now the bucket wash, pretty good here. We got 1 to 400 to 1 to 1,000. We're up there now, okay? So just half an ounce to an ounce to 3 to 4 gallons. Okay, so we're good. I would say that's good. I wish all the soaps were that standard, at least 1 to 1,000. Foam cannon, 1 to 16 to 132. There we go. Okay, no 1 to 10, no 1 to 8. Official dosage is 1 to 2 ounces. Okay, let's check the chat because I'm feeling squirrely here. I think I'm seeing the season change in the background. Yes, we are very slow here. If Dan has 10 subs, that's at least 11 hours to test each one if we figure out one foaming in one bucket. Yes, and I'm going to do each panel too. All right, we're almost done, guys. Clean by Pan. Clean by Pan the organizer. Guys, this is version 1, guys. It's incredible. All right. Clean version 1 is a premium maintenance car wash soap, okay? Highly lubricated. I'm going to break it down quick, okay? So cost per ounce in the 16 ounce is it's one of the most expensive ones right now, $1.25 per ounce. But if you get a gallon, it's really competitive at 47 cents per ounce, Okay, I would recommend getting a gallon instead of just the small bottle. Bucket wash, absolutely bad. This is 256 to 1. This is not rinseless. We need way stronger than this, okay? 256 to 1 is not even compatible with these. This is very poor dilution ratio for a shampoo, okay? I wish this was 2 to 560. 1 to 560, not 256. At least. Maybe 1 to 1,000. We'll see. Mix 1 to 2 ounce into 4 to 5 gallons, okay? To me, that's a lot, especially for the price. If it's $1.25 and you're putting 2 ounces in, that's a lot. Okay, foam cannon, 1 ounce to 32, so or 2 ounces. Okay, so that's pretty standard. Fragrance, it's a citrus grove scent, pretty good. Definitely has like a nice citrus smell. Viscosity, definitely good viscosity, pours very well. Okay, where are we at? And then advanced wetting agents, extreme lubrication, multi-use for versatility. Okay, so it can be used as a clay bar lubricant. Okay, it can be used as a touchless bug pre-treatment spray, and it's eco-responsible formula. It's biodegradable and entirely free of harsh PFFAs and forever chemicals. So that's really, really nice. Okay, and we already just went over this already. Okay, so I don't like the dilution. Dilution in the foam cannon's decent, pretty good, pretty standard. Clay lube, that's cool. Okay, being it as a clay lube, but I would assume most of these pH soaps should be clay lube friendly. And this bug-free touch, I've never tried it. It'd be interesting to try one day. Okay, and then Gtechniq G-Wash. Okay, we're almost done, guys. This will be the last one I'll go over, and we'll get start washing. G-Wash, highly popular, highly concentrated maintenance shampoo engineered by a molecular nanotechnology team at Gtechniq. It is designed from the ground up to clean safely while maximizing the gloss and lifespan of high-end ceramic coatings. Okay, pH 7 works all the time, whenever, whatever. Okay, so an ounce, so a small bottle. They have a small bottle for about $11. That's pretty expensive. I would not recommend buying that bottle. But if you can get at least 1 liter, we're starting to talk here. Okay, it's a little under $1 an ounce, about 83 cents. Emojis. And then this looks like where it's at. If you really like G-Wash, I would get the full 5 liter, just under $100, and that jumps it down significantly to 56 cents per ounce. Okay, so now we're talking again, 56 cents per ounce. Now the official dilution ratios is probably the best one that we've seen all night, right? So 1 to 1,000 to 1 to 1,500. Finally, we're getting dilution ratios. None of that 256 to 1 crap. Okay, that's ridiculous. 256 to 1, and you're paying like $1, like 50 cents, even 50 cents per ounce, and 56. Even this is 20 cents, 10 to 20 cents more. The fact that I can do it 5 to 10 times stronger, I mean, you can do the math. Okay, so if you have a low dirt car, okay, all you need is like less than an ounce. Heavy dirt, about 1.5 ounces. And you know how to use a bucket wash. Okay, foam dilution, they don't really recommend doing this in the foam can. It's really just a bucket wash. Fragrance, they say clean cherry fragrance. I don't think so. I think it's more of like a grapefruit citrusy kind of fragrance. And yeah, pretty good. Okay, so what I want to do is read the chat, and we're going to spin a wheel. We're going to spin the wheel, boys. We're going to spin a wheel. Share screen. Shop screen. Share screen. Choose the wheel. Ho, ho, ho. What is that, guys? Dan now sounds like the teacher on Charlie Brown to me. What's up, enthusiasts? How we doing? All right, so tonight we are going to be trying 3 different soaps, I think. No, 2 other soaps. 3 different soaps? I don't know. I have 3 buckets over there. Three. I have 6, 9, whatever. I'm gonna do 2 soaps, and if we have time, we'll do another soap. So we're gonna spin this wheel, and this idea did not come from Greg, not even a little bit, maybe just a little bit, but we got a wheel to spin here. We're gonna try 2 soaps to compare. We're gonna be comparing the OG soap tonight, okay? And we're gonna be trying 2 different soaps. So let's spin this wheel and see what we get tonight. First one. is Soft Wash. All right. Soft Wash. Knife wrench. Who knows knife wrench? Knife wrench. All right, guys, let's spin the wheel again, right? And go. Knife wrench. Oh, what is it? What is it? Superstar Fireball. Superstar Fireball. Beautiful. Okay, so we got 1 ounce. We got 1 ounce. Let's do a quick read of the directions really fast. I believe the Superstar is half an ounce. What is this? Half an ounce to, so basically almost an ounce for 3 to 4 gallons. I have 3 gallons right now, so we're gonna pour most of it in, most of it. Okay, and then for soft wash, it was not as good of a dilution. It's 1 to 2 ounces for 3 to 5 gallons. So 1 ounce. We're gonna do just 1 ounce. 1 ounce, or we're gonna do 2 ounces. I'm gonna pour an extra ounce in there, and then in the bucket, in the foam can, we're gonna do. Actually, we'll just do 1 to 10 in the foam cannon, and I'll pour 2 ounces in the bucket. But I don't even need to. We'll just do 1 ounce. I already know 1 ounce is really good. 1 ounce is really good. And then for Superstar, what is it in the foam cannon? 1 to 10. We'll just do 1 to 10, 1 to 10. Okay. And let me get my camera all set up here. Save some battery life. Beautiful. And then let me turn off this Bluetooth. Let's see here. There we go. And then remove that. Remove that mug. Oops. Nice. Sweet. Killer. Totally key. All right. Let me know if you guys can hear me okay. Does it sound like I'm on my headphones? Let me know if you guys can hear me okay. Testing, testing. Let's see if it's doing okay. Okay, is everything good? Okay, sounds good. Good, good. All righty. We're gonna add that mix in and let's get washing, shall we? All right. First things first, no matter what we work with, we're gonna put on gloves, okay? Because we're gonna keep our soft, sensitive hands nice and clean. Okay, and we're gonna come in with soft wash and superstar shampoo. And we're gonna try it in a couple of forms. We're gonna have a couple of foam cannons we're gonna try. And we're also going to, of course, bring the star of the show. We got the OG shampoo. So first, let's try the OG shampoo that everyone really just cares about. Okay, so let's try this. Let's see how it performs. See how it does. Okay. And let's test our water first. Always test our water. Hold. 26, right? $27. Okay. Turn this off. That was funny. Wrong hose. Water is just running and running here. That was cool. Okay. Keep an eye on that. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna put an ounce in the foam cannon. Let's see, clear this out. There we go. Okay. Oh, and also oh, got some water already. I want to try. I'm gonna try. So we're gonna have 1 liter of water. We have 1 liter of water here. Okay. And we're gonna pour 1 ounce into here, and we're gonna try it in the different foam cannons and see how it performs in the different foam cannons first. So we got 1 ounce, 30 mils, 30 mils, OG soap. Pours really good. This is 1 ounce for 1 liter, and we're gonna try it in each of these foam cannons. The first one we're gonna try is the Brugs. Just gonna get stirred up. And we will spray this on the car really quickly, and then I'm gonna pour this into a different foam cannon and see how that one does. So see how this works. Sweet. Totally key. Love squirting in it. Okay. Ethos gun. Brugs. OG soap, 1 ounce to 1 liter. See how it does. I don't really know where to spray this here. Let's try it. Good. This is on a dry panel. Let's set the timer for like 3 minutes here. I could smell it. It smells like a citrus. And at the same time, I'm going to pour this into another foam cannon here. Let's try a cheap one. Let's do the Bear Force. In fact, let me. Okay. So far, pretty decent cling time. It's holding really well. The temperature right now is 72 degrees. Not that windy. Okay, good. You guys can see. I got the Ethos foam gun, and let me mute this. There we go. Everything is good, right? I'd say this is some good cling time. Okay, good cling time. It's not really moving. Now, keep in mind, this is not a pre-wash soap. This is a soap where I want it on the panel for slickness. I'm not really coming to this type of soap for cleaning capabilities. I'm coming to the soap so I can have extreme lubricity for anti-marring. Okay, I don't want to mar my paint when I'm using a pH neutral soap. When I'm using a pH neutral soap, I've already used my pre-wash. I've already come in with an effective pre-wash, getting most of the dirt and grime off. Now I'm coming in to just kind of remove that static film that I can't remove other than physically abrading. Okay. So what you want to do is minimize marring on your paint. Now we have the Bear Force. We're gonna rinse this off really fast here. See how it rinses off. Just make sure you guys can see. Yeah, that's cool. Okay. Yeah, that secondary surfactant layer is like dissolved as you even just touch it with the water. So that's really good. Okay. Next up, we got the Bear Force OG soap. Bear Force OG soap, 1 ounce, 1 liter. Simple. Pretty much their weakest dilution. Seems a little bit more runny. A lot runnier in the Bear Force, don't you think? Like not even close. A lot more runny. This would be a really good pre-wash viscosity. I would say if it's runny like this and you don't like it runny, I would probably have to add a little bit more solution into the cannon. Let's set a timer for 3 minutes again. I don't really have to zoom in, but you could see it's a lot more runny. Smells a little bit more too. I can smell it a little bit more coming from the Bear Force. Okay, come in, rinse this off. Yeah, it's not as clinging as well. Also, the little bit of overspray on the roof more than the whatever I just used. Pressure washer seems very light tonight. Let me increase the pressure here. There we go. That's a lot better. You know, it's light again. I don't know what's happening. Very minimal pressure right now from the pressure washer. It's like quiet. Anyways, next. Next up, we have Armor Detail Supplies Drift Foam Cannon. The Drift Foam Cannon. This is 1 ounce to 1 liter. Okay. Give it a shot. Just yeah, the pressure washer is something's up here. Something's up with the pressure washer. Let's see. Also, there we go. I'll have to adjust this in a second. I think I got it. That's just pretty thick though, coming from drift. Okay. Try this again. Let's try this on a dry side. Let's try this real quick on a dry side, see if it makes a big difference. Let's see. There we go. Let me just grab the hose that just wants to be a pain right now. There we go. All right, let's try it on dry side really quick. Let's see. I'm guessing it's right in the sunlight, right? Okay, you can see. Okay. All right, that's good enough. Still pretty wet. Still runs a little runny. Still running pretty runny. Feeling like what was the best foam cannon so far? That was the Bruggs. Bruggs foam cannon was really putting out the soap. Bruggs really made it look good, didn't it? Rinsing off fairly well. Okay. Now let's pour this. Let's see if we can do this without blinding you. Okay. Start a Grios, one of the most expensive foam cannons on the market. This one's like $45. This one's like $100. See how it does. All right, let's give it a shot. So you haven't stopped following me again. All right, I think that's good enough. Pretty good. Still got some rejection though. Still getting some rejection on that lower panels there. I don't know if you can see that. Let me come in on the other side and wash off the other side here. This is the Armor Detail Supply ABS Drift Foam Cannon. OG soap, 1 to 10. Actually, no, this is 1 to 30. 1 to 30 right now. It's their weakest solution. I'm about to put in another ounce, I think, in a second here. So far, the cling time is pretty good. I'd say this is some pretty good cling time. It's not really moving very much right now. I would say with this cling time, I wouldn't add another ounce. I don't need another ounce. I don't really want it shaving cream thick. I like it like on that like little wetter side. Okay, and last but not least, let's try it on the back. Or let's try it here. There we go. Okay. Now let's try the hood of the car with the cheap foam can I've never even used before. Never tried this yet. Brand not brand new, but I've never used it. LMM. This is like a $20 foam cannon. So we're jumping from $100 to a $20 foam cannon here. Does fill the full ounce, so that's good. We got 1 to 30 OG soap in this LMM Chinese branded foam cannon. Never used before. See how it is. Uh-oh. Not bad. Probably one of the best out of all of them so far. That's probably one of the best ones so far. Let's do the screw really quick here. really nice. Actually, this did really good, but I think it was sucking up a lot of it. We have about 500 mils left, so we did about half. Did about half the bottle. Smells really good. It actually has some really good cling time there. How do I look down? Yeah, some really good cling time there. Okay. What did you guys think was the best one so far? I think it was the what was the first one? The Brugs, and this last one I think has been the strongest. I think it's because they just suck up more product. Oh, and you know what I'm doing? Once I rinse this off, I'm going to pour a. Let me rinse these out really quick. There we go. Okay. Okay. So I rinsed off a little bit. Let's rinse this off. Really good cling time. I'm excited to try this in the on the with the bucket. Really good rinse off. Nice and really high end soap. I can see the saturation of that thickness here. Look at that. Beating like crazy. Very nice. Very nice. Okay. Now what I want to do is what I want to do is oops. Uh, I want to pour some of this superstar shampoo in a bucket and foamer, and then also try soft wash in a foam. Let's do soft wash first, okay? So what we're gonna do is we're gonna get 1 liter of water. This is fresh water. About a liter there, okay? And we're gonna pour an ounce of soft wash in the bucket. And we're gonna do this round really quickly again. I don't know what I'm doing at this point. Soft wash smells really good, like really, really good. And it's really slippery. I'm gonna try this really fast. Brug's foam cannon soft wash, 1 ounce to 1 liter. Really good. That's like another shaving cream level. And this car is not dry, right? So that's really good. That's 1 ounce in the Brug's. 1 ounce in the Brug's. Now we're gonna switch this over to the Bear Force. See how the Bear Force does. I think soft wash smells better than the OG soap. Smells really good. And more fruity smell from the soft wash pours. The OG soap and the soft wash pour both very well. And the cling time seems to be excellent. So let's kind of rinse this off. Very similar rinse off. Right. Okay, so I'd say the rinsing off very similar. And let's try a foam cannon that didn't do so well in the last round. I think that one was, which one didn't do so well? This one's still OG soap. Let's try Bear Force. I had Bear Force on. It's already poured. Try Bear Force. Well, Bear Force 1. Runny, just like the other one, runnier. A lot runnier. Yeah, feels runnier. Especially on this window here, right? It doesn't, for some reason, when it's in the Bear Force, it rejects on the window. I don't know. Pretty interesting though. Once that is, I'm gonna try the ADS drifts. Okay, so a lot wetter, right? A lot of rejection on the windows. There we go. Pretty good rinsing off. This is soft wash, Gtechniq soft wash, 1 ounce, 32 ounces. So 1 to 32, 1 to 30, give or take. Okay, really good rinse off, and we use the Bear Force. Now we're gonna come in with the drift foam cannon. Yeah, that quarter turn is really easy to turn on. And let's see if it works. Even more rejection. Look at that. Very high rejection right here. Look at that. This does not want to stick on the paint. So with the Armor Detail Supplies drift, really not sticking onto the paint. I'd say the OG soap rinses off a little bit better than soft wash, but not much more, just slightly better. Okay. And I think let's try pouring don't know what to do. Let me just read the chat really quick. Take a quick break, see where we're at. Make sure I haven't been on mute for like 45 minutes. Probably can't hear me unless I'm on the stage here. So let me remove and go like this. Okay, now you can hear me. Okay. Let's see. It's a little better than a garden hose. That active Walmart will make hella life easier. I have the active. I need to really put on the wall. That drift cannon not working with lower GPM pressure washers. Pretty sure it's not compatible with the Ego. It's possible. I've used it all the time and I like it. Let me know if you're hearing this reverb or if it's just in my ear. I should have 1.1s in all my stuff. No, I think I have a 1.1 in here. Anyways, let's try the Superstar. Let me get a container just to pour all the soaps in, so I can. I didn't think of this. I didn't think of rinsing stuff out. I have an idea. Okay, so we did 1 ounce. So in this bucket, we have 3 gallons of water. I still have the 1 ounce of. Actually, that's not accurate. That's actually going to secure everything. So let me just get 3 separate measuring cups. 3 separate measurings. We're going to weigh out a half an ounce in Superstar shampoo, 1 ounce of OG soap, and then what was the third one? Soft wash. We're going to do 1 ounce of soft wash. So let me go get. I have my extra backup of soft wash because soft wash is so good. You gotta get that extra stuff. So we're gonna do 1 ounce of soft wash. 1 ounce. 1 ounce of OG soap. And a half the strength. You know what? I want to do 1 ounce to 1 ounce to 1 ounce. What do you think? You know what? Let's just stick to the dilution. So we'll do a half an ounce. Half an ounce. Okay. So we still got 8 mils there. Okay. You can hear everything that I'm doing, right? So I'm doing something wrong. Yeah, here we go. This is what we're gonna do. Let's go back to the action. Okay. Mute this mic. Are we back? I think we're back. I didn't like hearing all that noise. I didn't like hearing the noise, boys. It's not my thing. Okay. Get some more gloves. So that 1 ounce of OG soap, I'm going to pour in a bucket. That 1 ounce of soft wash, I'm going to pour into a bucket. This half an ounce of Superstar Fireball shampoo, I'm going to pour into a bucket. And then we're going to come in with a contact test. So we have over here tonight, we got 3 wash mitts, all the same. 3 wash mitts, all the same. Little boxes, little buttons, and 2 wash mitts. So I don't know if I'm going to use these. So we're going to try the ones that we can save or use, okay? So we'll just put these here on the floor. If you can see me, let's just move the camera. It's a lot easier. Tonight, we're going to be putting the soft wash. Soft wash is the left. We got 1 ounce soft wash. Pour is excellent. A plus for soft wash pour. OG soap. A, solid A for pour. A little bit less than soft wash. And then last but not least, we got a half an ounce of Fireball Superstar shampoo. C minus for pour. Doesn't pour very well. And I have to kind of use my finger to rinse it out. So C plus, C minus. Wish the pour is a little better. But I'm also using only half of the amount that the other ones are, half. So that brings it back up to a B plus to an A. Okay. Now let's pressure wash these. Let's see how they look. Let's see if you can see this. Soft wash looks really good. OG soap. OG soap looks really good. and the Fireball. Also excellent. Okay. We're going to each put a wash mitt in each of them. And we're going to put a wash mitt in each of them. And we're going to go to town, Charlie Brown. So, first things first, we're going to try soft wash. Okay. So, we're going to get make sure it's how they feel. Which one feels slipperier? They both feel very slippery. The OG soap has a little bit tighter sud bubbles than the soft wash. Where's the other one at? Where's the mitt? There we go. Let's check it out. See which one's which. The soft wash in my left hand, OG in my right hand. Left feels slicker. The right feels slicker now. Let's try this again. They're both very slick. I feel like soft wash is just equally as slick, if not slightly slicker. Let's try same back in there. Let's try the wash mitts again. These the Rag Company. So right is OG, left is soft wash. Okay. Jesus. Ooh, even slicker. Let's do this here. So right is OG, left is soft wash. Soft wash one on the left. Let's try that again. This is OG, this is soft wash. Yeah. Yeah, OG soft wash. Yeah, soft wash, OG. Soft wash. Let's try this. Yeah, soft wash. Soft wash smells better too. So right now I'm feeling like soft wash feels a little slicker, a little better smell. Okay. Now let's try the OG. Yep, OG. Soft wash. Let's try the OG versus Fireball Superstar shampoo. Very similar suds. Very hard to tell. Very hard to tell the difference. It looks like the OG soap blends a little bit better in the water. The Fireball looks like it just wants to clear up all the time. So let's try the small. Let's rinse off real quick. Pressure is good again. I don't know what the issue is. Getting good pressure again. Really good rinse off. So let's do. I think the windshield wiper test is actually pretty cool. So let's make sure that's thoroughly rinsed off, and there's nothing there. Okay. Okay. So in my left hand we have OG soap. In my right hand we have Fireball Show Car shampoo. Left hand OG. Right hand Fireball. Looks like OG won that. Try that again. Yep, OG. Fireball for sure. Fireball has that nice mango smell. Fireball's on the right, OG's on the left here. OG won this by a mile. Okay, so this is the OG. This is Fireball. They're both very slick, but OG's feels significantly slicker for sure. On the glass, OG for sure. OG slicker. OG is slicker. Let's try the bigger ones again. Yep, OG. Mango. Now, the OG soap did feel significantly slicker than the Fireball, but the fragrance, again, fragrance Fireball is slightly better, I think. It's not as strong. I think the OG has a little bit stronger fragrance than the Fireball. And keep in mind, the Fireball is using half the soap. We're using half the soap. So if something's $100 and something's $100 and you're using half, that makes it like $50. Okay. So now we're going to come with the big pads again. Left, OG, right, Fireball. Fireball won that one. See if I can do that again here. OG, Fireball. Looks like Fireball. Yeah, Fireball won that one. Let's see. Coming from a unused side. OG is making a lot more suds than the Fireball. Yeah, OG is slicker. Definitely slicker. And it's got more suds. Fireball, OG. You can see here how the Fireball is not really making much suds right now. And the OG is making really good soapy suds here. So I'd say OG, slicker, slightly stronger fragrance. And as you see in the buckets, they're all clearing, which is not the best ideal for me. Okay. Let's do a quick chat. Check of the chat. See how we're doing. See if you guys want me to try something else real fast. How was that? What are you guys thinking so far? So just a reminder, we checked out Superstar Shampoo, Fireball. We checked out OG Soap. We checked out Soft Wash. Ultimately, all three of them are excellent soaps. Okay. It really is going to boil down to your dilution ratio and your cost per ounce per dilution ratio. Let's just keep it simple. If something's $100, another one's $100, and one is 1 to 100, and one is 1 to 1,000, which one would you purchase? Now, if one has a fragrance you might not like, and one has a really good fragrance, or maybe you get a good deal on it, or you just like supporting certain brands or people, it's really up to you how you're going to make your decisions. But ultimately, for me, I think the OG soap seemed to be a really good soap. If you are um, focusing mainly on maintenance washing soaps, you're gonna really like this OG soap. It was very slick, but again, so was soft wash. I think soft wash was even slicker, and it had a little bit better fragrance, and the viscosity was even slightly better pour. So overall, so far from our testing, soft wash pretty much won all of it except for the dilution, where supercar shampoo won its dilution. Let me turn off the pressure washer and help my neighbor out here. I'll help you out here. Sorry. Here, let me turn it on for you. Sure. Oh, yeah, it was my fault here. Let's see. Yeah, sure. What just happened? Oh, yeah, that's it. That makes sense. Okay, there you go. And then it should be open for you. There we go. Of course. Okay. Where was I? No paper towels. Okay. All right, guys. Let's see where we're at here. Where are we at? How long have we been going for? Almost 2 hours. We're pushing 2 hour mark. I'll give you guys my overview on sorry, I was helping my neighbor with the sink over there. Dan's a good neighbor. Yeah, I always try. Okay, so let's go over my final thoughts really fast here. By the way, did you guys like that wheel? That was pretty cool. Let's remove that and then add stop screen. I gotta go back to my final thoughts here. Back to my final thoughts. Put it up on stage. Okay. So overall, as I mentioned throughout the night multiple times, people in the space will go over cost per ounce. It's very simple, right? If something's $100 and it's $100, it's a dollar per ounce, right? That's pretty interesting. But people kind of like gloss over dilution ratios. If something's $100 and it's 100 ounces and it's 1 to 100, and something is $100, 100 ounces, and it's 1 to 1,000, that's a huge factor that people like to gloss over. So what I want to do is kind of go over that really quickly. So in my final thoughts, I kind of broke it down in a couple of categories. And keep in mind, this is a chat GPT notes. So it's not 100% always accurate, and it can kind of tether back and forth, largely portioned with the prices, right? So sometimes something might be $90 and then all of a sudden it's on sale for the week for like 25% off. So what I try to do is try to stick to its on sale prices, and I also try to stick to its largest quantity price. So I don't want to compare something that's like 16-ounce bottle to something that's 5 liters. I want to have the closest comparison for the quantity, if that makes sense. Okay, so let's get into it. Now, this represents the best cost per ounce value standard dilution ratio. So right now, Obsessed Garage is about 77 cents per ounce, which is on the most expensive side. Okay. And then Fireball is not really that cheap either. It's 74 cents per ounce for the 1 liter. And then it slowly gets cheaper. And Carbon Detail Supply, if you get a gallon, it's really good price. Okay. It's like 23 cents per ounce. That as a play. Okay. So from most expensive to least expensive based on bulk processing per fluid ounce. So for the directions, Obsessed Garage is asking for about um what is this about 1 ounce to 3 to 5 gallons, 1 to 10. Fireball is a little bit less expensive. Incredible Suds is up there, and then because of the price dilution ratio, Carbon Detail Supply does very well when it comes to cost per ounces. And then keep in mind, Obsessed Garage and Carbon Detail Supply, both of them who are blended by Armor Detail Supply, they kind of like stipulate how much you really need depending on how hard your water is and how much flow your pressure washer is out producing. Okay. But dilution ratio, as I mentioned, plays a big factor. So if you're actually adding dilution ratio, the most economical to the least economical, the best economical price for you would be the Fireball Show Car Watch, which is right here, that 1 to 1,000. Okay, really good stuff. We didn't try this tonight. We tried the supercar wax in the mango flavor, which is really good. 40 cents. Okay, it's the best concentrated value. Extreme dilution of 1 to 1,000. Same with the G-Wash. Same with like Semper, which we don't have on the list, but Semper is also a really good dilution ratio. Incredible Suds, also a really good bang for your buck. It's about 50 cents per ounce for per car wash. Okay, this is now we're going over per car wash now. Okay, so about the best right now is Fireball, then Incredible Suds T2, Carbon Detail Supply, close third, G-Wash 57 cents, Superstar, which is what we just did, 57 cents an ounce. All of these on the first page, I'd say is a really good price point per car. Okay. And then soft wash, 65 cents. The OG sub, 78 cents because you need 1 ounce. And GSF, which is the worst one overall, I needed about 2.5 ounces in the bucket. It's about $1.20 a wash. So GSF was about the least effective wash per ounce or per wash. When evaluating which soap possesses the highest grade raw materials and premium surfactant packages, the detailing market narrows down to 3 specific standouts from our list: Obsessed Garage, Clean Shampoo V1, and the Fireball Show Car. Okay. Rather than using cheap industrial grade detergents, which contain harsh sodium sulfates and heavy salt thickeners that can scratch and etch clear coats, these specific formulas rely on expensive custom blended cosmetic grade raw materials. Okay. The clear winner for raw ingredient quality alongside 2 runners up highlights these premium formulas stand out. So the first one is the highest grade raws goes to Obsessed Garage. Okay. It's got a really good surfactant package, custom engineered by scratch from Armor Blending. This formula utilizes a highly specialized non-ionic amphoteric surfactant package. These raw materials are highly refined to maximize surface tension reduction and emulsification without needing harsh, cheap chemical boosters. Okay, so they're basically saying he spent money on quality raws as opposed to fillers and stuff that's just crap. Okay, so sounds like a good soap. It's got zero fillers or polymers. Most car soaps rely on generic chemical thickeners, salt, sodium chloride complexes to create a thick, gelatinous look in the bottle. Okay, some of those thick ones, just because they look thick, doesn't mean they are thick. Okay, OG soap completely bans these artificial thickeners and contains zero gloss enhancers or waxes. The raw ingredients are incredibly pure, ensuring that it leaves completely naked clear coat and never clogs or leaves film on delicate ceramic coatings that keep the soap chemically stable, even if the suds flash dry on right now. Like the soap is still on my car right now, right? I haven't even rinsed it off. Okay. Even if the suds flash dry on a boiling hot vehicle panel under direct sunlight, the premium raws ensure it dissolves instantly with water, leaving behind zero permanent mineral etching or white spot rings. So that's really good, right? Second place, Clean by Pan V1/V2. Okay. Cosmetic grade foundation. Okay. High-end human shampoos and body washes, lubrication over foam. Instead of using cheap foaming agents that create empty, fluffing bubbles, this raw material is heavily on advanced synthetic lubrication packages. It creates a molecular gel cushion between your microfiber mitt and the clear coat, completely isolating sharp dirt particles to prevent micro marring on said paint. So again, emphasizing on that anti-marring lubrication. Okay. pH neutral soaps. That's probably one of the biggest um priority is to reduce marring, because this is when you're touching your vehicle. Okay, this is the contact stage. This is extremely mar inducing stage. Okay, so and then third place we got the Fireball Show Car Shampoo, which is what we did tonight. Okay, it's got a boutique nanotechnology of pearl extracts. Fireball manufactures its products out of South Korea, a global powerhouse for high-end cosmetic and nanotech chemistry. Showcar relies on costly, tightly suspended blend of real pearl extracts and gloss enhancing surfactants. So OG soap emphasizes and prides themselves on no gloss enhancers, while the Showcar shampoo has gloss enhancers added to it. Okay. And it's got stable emulsifiers, keeping optical gloss enhancers perfectly suspended in a liquid bottle without them separating, settling to the bottom, or alterating. So it blends very well. And let's see. So why did DIY Incredible Suds not take first for highest raw grade? Okay. While soaps like DIY Incredible Suds feature highly advanced cleaning capabilities and amazing dilution performances, they are designed with a different philosophy. The DIY focuses heavily on heavy duty raw functional performance, using an alkaline leaning raw concentrate pH 8.5 to aggressively chew through bugs and organic film. If your goal is a pure, clean, non-filler formula built with the most expensive non-staining, coating-safe chemical raw materials, Obsessed Garage Soap takes the crown. Okay. Now, the best overall soap and why. The title for best overall soaps comes down to a tie between Incredible Suds and OG soap, depending entirely on your cleaning philosophy. Okay. Option A, DIY Incredible Suds is the best performance winner. If you want the best cleaning experience and value, Incredible Suds takes the crown. It's got the pop advantage because it's a higher alkaline of like an 8.5 as opposed to like a 7, 7.2. It's got a little bit more edge to kind of cut through the dirt and grime. Okay. And it's really affordable at the price, about 50 cents an ounce per wash. And then for OG soap is the purest winner. If you are detailing purist who wants a true zero compromise maintenance soap, OG soap is the winner. The no frills king. It was custom engineered by Armor Blending to have absolutely zero thickeners, gloss enhancers, or clever marketing additives. It exists purely to leave a surface 100% naked and clean. Sun and rinse perfection. It handles direct sunlight, washing, and hard water rinsing better than most anything else on the market without leaving streaks behind. You pay a premium of 78 cents per wash for that engineering, but for a high-end ceramic coated vehicle, it's arguably the safest maintenance option. Okay. Then to just not bore you too much, okay. This basically showed you the overview of what we did. Okay. So Gtechniq had pretty much the best dilution ratios, about 1,000 to 1,500. and it just gets progressively more expensive. Okay, and right in the middle is Quiver Rogue, Incredible Suds, and one of the most expensive. This doesn't seem right. This to me honestly doesn't seem right. 2.69 ounces used. I don't think this is right. This see this thing in the bucket watch is 190 to 640. We did 1 ounce to 3 ounces, and it did very well. So the Best Buy wash was Gtechniq G-Wash. Why it wins, okay? Because it's super economic. Okay, you don't need very much. You just need like a third of an ounce for a whole bucket wash. Okay, so if you're really cheap or you're really counting pennies or you're going through a lot of washes and cost is going to be your most important factor, definitely check out G-Wash. Okay, second Best Buy was the Super Bowl. As I mentioned, they even though they come in 1 liters, it's on sale for like $13 right now. That brings it down to like 20 something cents per ounce, and it's being at 1 to 700. You're basically it's like 10 to 20 cents for a whole car wash. Okay, so that's really good. And yeah, like I just mentioned, um, I really don't want to go over this all this stuff here, but basically it's similar. I think I just went over this part. Yeah, I think I just went over this. Yeah. And then this was like true 1 gallon. As I mentioned, I was trying to find the closest cost per ounce per dilution variable. I wanted to just do per 1 ounce or 1 gallon. And yeah, so basically G Wash and Superstar wins it again. And let's see where we're at with the chat here. See where we're at, boys. Yeah, AI makes a lot of mistakes. Go ahead, Dan. We are already bored. Okay, let's go watch some more again. Okay. Okay. What's up, details? Yeah, I'm getting bored myself too. Let's do a quick final foam and come in with a quick OG. I'm gonna just do a final OG wash. Grab another pair of gloves. Let you guys be on your merry way. Appreciate you guys coming on this Wednesday night. I got parents coming this weekend, so I kind of like I wouldn't say rush this, but it would have been nice to have a couple more days to kind of get my mind into like what I was going to do with it. Let's see. Turn back on the water. Turn back on the water. Now I kind of forgot which is which, but I do. Oh, I remember. This is the OG soap. So this is OG soap. So we'll have about a half a liter. Let's see if we can do the whole car with the OG soap in this LMM pressure washer or foam cannon. Foam cannon. Yeah. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, saved by the bushes. Saved by the bushes. All right. Okay. Really good in the foam cannon. I'm really liking this LMM foam cannon. It's like a $25 foam cannon. Nice and light. Foams really well. The OG has a fragrance of citrus, as I mentioned. And if you have Gtechniq G-Wash, I could swear to you it has a very similar smell of G-Wash. If you have G-Wash, let me know in the comments what it smells like. I'm kind of just there we go. Yeah, not bad. This is OG soap, 1 to 30. And we just pretty much ran out. Pretty much just ran out. Shout out to Ethos and the pressure washer gun. Okay, so really good clean time. Coming with the the camera so I could show off all this cool cling time. This is 1 to 30 in this knockoff foam can. I like this cling time. Now, since we did 550 pre-washes, I could come in really quickly. If I don't get my tangled up in the hose. Come in with the OG soap. Whoa. Well, let's just wash this car really quick. Oh man, that's slick. Now, as you notice, I did this. It's so much slicker with the soap on. We did the training without, or we did the testing without any flip to the clean side, without any soap on the panel to try to get like the most feel of it. Look at that. That's just so nice. Super lubricious. All right, pretty quick. Little quick dunk. Try to do this with 2 wash pads. It's not the easiest, it's not the hardest, but it's kind of awkward because I like to do straight panels here. There we go. Wow, not bad. Very slick. And for the culture, that's why we got 2 tables. For the culture. All righty. Oh, yeah. Is this my favorite fragrance? Not really. It's okay. Nice citrus. Slick. Definitely slick. Coming with a clean side. I think I like soft wash, probably the best for tonight. Soft wash is a really nice fragrance. Quick dip. Very quick. Wash the car in 5 minutes. Yeah, I like these smaller pads. Do a lot more intimate, and let's just come in with the rear. Look at the dwell time. Really good dwell time. Really good dwell time here. This is the OG soap, 1 to 30. We have 1 ounce in the bucket, 3 gallons. Very slick, feels nice. Flip to the clean side. Yeah, very good. Okay. All right, I think we're good. Let's do a quick rinse. Okay. What do you guys think, guys? That's pretty simple, huh? A little pH neutral shampoo. Coming with this side first. Even when you're flushing it out of the cracks, it flushes out really easily. It doesn't get stuck in the cracks here. All right. Pretty quick rinse off. Very nice, very nice. Okay. Yeah, I would definitely get this soap if it's on sale. And I would say you don't need very much of it to use unless you have very hard water. If you have very hard water, which I don't have, you might need 2 ounces in the bucket and you might need 2 ounces in the foam cannon. So let's say between $2 to $4 per wash. Not too bad. Not too bad. And as I mentioned, it emphasizes on really high-end raws for this soap. He emphasizes on really high quality
shampoo. So for the price, I think it's still pretty good. I'm not, I mean, I don't hate the fragrance, but it's not my go-to fragrance when it comes to shampoos. Personally, I think there's other shampoos out there for better price, but being an enthusiast, I really like trying stuff. And I want to also say thank you, Michael. Good Enough Garage. Be sure to follow Good Enough Garage. He was so gracious enough to look at that. See, that flushes out really easily. So gracious enough to supply me with this OG soap. So thank you so much for letting me have the privilege to try this. Be sure to follow Good Enough Garage if you don't. He's on YouTube. He's also Mike Zillis. He's really nice secondhand detailing. Sells really good stuff. He's really fast at shipping. There we go. Now let's come in and rinse this off, shall we? A little bit of extra reactivation in the shampoo there, but you know, when you have like 10 different shampoos, I really can't tell if it's just OG soap or if it's one of the other 15 soaps that we just went through. So let's come in and dry the car off, shall we? There we go. Come here, guys. Come hither. So tonight we got drying towels. Let's go ahead and with that nice Hawaiian towel. Oh, that's just beautiful, huh? You see that? That's just gorgeous. Very easy wipe off. Really nice. Micro twist weave. Let's see. I did this last time. I did some like cool angles here. Really nice towel. See, that's just that one wipe. And it's gone. And it's gone. That's some good stuff right there. Should come in with that bead maker, shouldn't I? But I say bead maker for very special occasions. I only use it when Joey Belinsky requests it. That's the only time I'm using bead maker. Ice hop really well. Little bit of soap, a little stuck in the cracks, a slight bit of soap. But overall, it's still really good. Let's see. Yeah, it's got that one wipe touch. Really nice. These micro twist weave towels are excellent until they start getting a little saturated and they start getting slightly squirrely on you. It's coming with a dry one. Put this in the wash bucket. So let's do the same towel, but a boring gray. You got a boring gray, same towel. Super slick. I mean, look how slippery that is. Okay, I'll come in with this side. This side is already pretty much dry. Let's just confirm it. See, there's a little bit of soap right there. See, that's soap. I would come in with my blow tool, like a little air tool, and blow that out, right? If I was working. This client's car doesn't care as much. Okay, super quick, super easy to wipe off, like just a dream. Just a dream. You just one pass and it's dry. This is the type of towel that you're gonna want. It doesn't get caught in the license plate. It doesn't get snagged because it's a micro twist weave. Get yourself some micro twist weaves. That's what you want. Okay. Really nice. Pretty good, boys and girls. Pretty good. A lot of water up here. Lots of water. One wipe. That's all I needed. That's all I needed is one wipe. I'm telling you, man, this towel is goated. Starting to get a little wet though now. Let's bring another one in. Let's finish it off with the final damn yo. Damn yo. Actually, let's do a rinseless diva for the culture. Coming with the diva. With the culture. There we go. Soak up that grill. Perfect size towel. Doesn't drag on the floor. Look at that. Excellent. Starting to have little issues here on the glass. But the paint is perfect. That's pretty quick, guys. Pretty quick, right? Wash a car, only 3 to 5 days. Pretty nice, huh? Missed the spot right here. Missed the spot. There we go. And that's all she wrote, boys. Looking pretty nice. Oh. That's excellent. There you go. That's about it. All right. Let's give it my little final thoughts, and let's wrap it up, boys. Okay.
All right, so guys, hopefully you guys had a fun night tonight. Hopefully it was pretty key. Hope you guys enjoyed yourself. Let me go put this towel away. Very simple. We did a couple of quick tests. They weren't, the most accurate tests, but I think we had some fun. Hopefully we learned some things. Hopefully things were learned. Okay, so let's go over this real quick. Take a shot every time he says culture. There you go. Take a shot. Done. Now I'm drunk. Take a shot every time Keith says that's what she said. Take a shot every time that Keith says, hey kids, get off my lawn. You damn hooligans. Keith, I got jokes for you too, okay? I just need AI to write them up for me. All right, guys. Let's stop bullshitting here. Let's finalize this out here. Okay, so tonight we did carbon detail supply. We did supercar show. We did that in the bucket. We did a little bit of G-Wash in that mug. We did a little G-Wash. Did we do G-Wash? Can't remember. I don't think we did G-Wash. No. We did soft wash. So we did soft wash. Soft wash. We did Superstar shampoo. And we compared it to the one, the only, the legend in this space. OG pH neutral shampoo. Which is pretty impressive. Pretty impressive, okay? So this was, you can see it poured pretty well. I think the best pour tonight was soft wash. I think soft wash is probably the best shampoo out of all these so far. No G-Wash. Damn kids, get off my lawn. Yeah, so that was pretty fun tonight, right? What was your favorite soap? Do you like Quiver Rogue? Do you like G-Wash? Do you like semen in a bottle? Do you like ultra wide camera? This should be ultra wide. I don't know what's going on here. There we go. Yeah, that's good enough. That's good enough. That's good enough for you bums. Yeah, Carbon Detail Supply, really good shampoo. So Carbon Detail Supply and this. And what's the other one? Oh, and Shampoo Plus. I don't have Shampoo Plus, but those were all blended by Armor Blending. So if you want to stay in that family of Armor Blending, check out Carbon Detail Supply. Really good price for the gallon. It was really good for the gallon. Try to find this on sale. Quiver Rogue is excellent, especially if you like a really good fragrance. Super slick, foams really well. The price is middle tier. I think soft wash, if you could find more soft wash, or when Detail Co. makes a new pH neutral soft, this was killer. Okay, this was probably my favorite out of all of them. Incredible Suds is pretty good, pretty classic, especially if you need a little bit more bite. If you want to like foam all clean, or if you want to do a little bit of APC with GSF, those are really good. Clean by Pan, really good fragrance, pours very well, but the really bad dilution ratio. It was really bad. It was like 256 to 1. That might be good as a rinseless, but when you're comparing to like a 700 to 1, 1,000 to 1, 1,500 to 1, 256 to 1 is pretty bad. Okay, so change your stuff. I'm sure you can. You're not hesitant to make a V2 very easily, so make a V3 maybe. I don't know. Where are we at here? I think, and yeah, Casey, Gentle Snow Foam. Gentle Snow Foam had the worst dilution ratio out of all of them of 200, right? So 256 was really bad. 200 is awful, but it's really slick, smells really nice. And if you get the 5 liter, which is like almost 1.3 liters more than a gallon, it's actually in that middle range again for price. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the show this evening. OG soap on sale. I think it's $75 right now if you go on Autoality or whoever was just doing that 20-25% sale just now. I can't remember. Do you think OG soap is going to have a V2 soon? I don't think so, but if he doesn't have a decon soap, I would assume that he would make a decon soap. I would assume that he would make, so he already has a drying aid. He's got a pH neutral soap. Yeah, Good Enough Garage. Thank you, Good Enough Garage / Michael, for hooking me up with this gorgeous bottle. He put it in a Presso bottle. To be honest with you, I feel like Matt Mormon should already put this in the 1 liter bottle like this. This would have been really pretty premium to sell it like this. I think, what are you guys' thoughts? I think this is an even cooler bottle than what he's selling it in. Yeah, Chingy, I think it's 25% off right now. Let's see, or it was at least 2 days ago. Let's see, OG soap on sale. Someone correct me if I'm wrong, but there was somewhere it's on sale, and you could also get the H2O pressure washer kit also on sale, but I can't remember what website it is. It's like Autoality or Detailing Image. Maybe it's the Detailing Image. Does that make sense? Detailing Image. So yeah, no, he won't hurt his Bill Tamber sales. Yeah, that's also true. Touchless is also pretty good. Now, if I was Matt Mormon, and I'm not, because I'm not cool enough to be Matt Mormon, but if I was him, I would do some sort of collaboration with Bill Tamber Touchless and either make his own specific fragrance or color, and just say, hey, this is just like my drying aid, where it's like whatever that is, Slick X or whatever it's called, and just do a collaboration with Bill Tamber Touchless. I think it would sell pretty well because everyone loves touchless. People like Matt, and you put two together, you make a collaboration of touchless. He is going to put it in a press all. Okay, that makes sense. I mean, it looks really good, doesn't it? Doesn't that just look sexy? And the pouring, where is it? Do we have the pour still of it? I think I used it, but the pour is excellent. Pour passes my standards. It definitely pours very well. Just wish the dilution ratio was a little bit better. I wish it was, instead of 1 to 2 ounces in a foam cannon, I wish it was a half an ounce to an ounce in the foam cannon. I wish it was twice as strong. And in the bucket, instead of 2 to 3 ounces, I wish it was a third of an ounce to an ounce. A third of an ounce to an ounce would make it 3 times stronger. If it's 3 times stronger, that's like buying a $30 gallon instead of a $100 gallon. Okay, I don't know if that makes sense, but it's doable. G-Wash is already 1,000 to 1,500. This is already 1,000. Okay, both of them are really good bucket washes. This is 700. Okay, this is almost 700, and so forth. Okay, so it should be doable. And Matt Mormon's not cheap on anything, so I expect him to be able to make something like that. Dan Keefe said he's going to build you 2.0. I have an active right here, literally right there. I just need someone to help me put it on the wall, which is already there. I already have a piece of wood. Can I zoom in? There's a piece of wood right there. I don't know if you can see my mouse. And there's a reel. I just need, and I have the mount. I have the table. I just need to screw it onto the wall, and then just mount the pressure washer onto the table there. I've never had it on the wall. I don't know how that's going to work. I feel like it's just going to make a lot of vibration. But yeah. Watching him rinse is unbearable. I might have to happen. Oh, are you saying because I don't have enough water, right? Are you saying that I rinse slowly because of my water pressure? Keith. I'm about the pip. What do the 5 fingers say to the face? I'll take my twin neck dispenser bottles over the Pressel one. Pressel one, you still have to measure it out. Yeah, that's true. So this comes with a dropper. Because it pours so well, you're either just like, kind of eyeballing because it's pH neutral, you don't really care that much. Or if you do, as you saw what I have in soft wash, my soft wash is in a measuring, which is really convenient to have. Oh, wait, you can't hear me because I'm not by the computer. Forgot about that. Sorry. Yeah. Get yourself something like this. Camera's conveniently in my way. This is really good. It kind of helps you squeeze it up. Bloop, 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 bloop. And then you drink it, right? No, you don't drink it. Bro, put it on the ground. It's free. What does that mean, Ching? You put the active on the ground? Does that work? Oh, snaps. Almost lost camera 2. We've almost lost camera 2 like 5 times tonight. They literally went in the bushes. The photos for the twin neck dispensers usually have people drinking out of them. I mean, it's a good color. Smells really good. It's summer. It's hot out. You just want to start drinking, But we don't drink it here, right? That's bad. Boo. We don't drink chemicals here. That's not what we do here. Confetti. Wait. There we go. As you see, I'm kind of winding out here. I don't really know how to end it, but I appreciate you guys coming in for my Wednesday stream. It's pushing 2.5 hours, just like usual. What were your thoughts? I'm gonna spend like another minute just to see. Give me your final thoughts on what you thought of how the soap was. Which one have you tried? Which one have you not tried? Which one would you really want to try? Which one do you think did really well tonight? And on paper, all the notes that we went over, which one do you think it was impressive for you so far tonight? Or which one do you think like, oh wow, I didn't know it was like that, or I didn't know it's that cheap, or blah blah blah. Where do you get those dual neck bottles? I think you can buy these either on Amazon, and I think you have to buy at least 10 of them or 12 of them online. This is a 1 liter, so this is 32 ounces. There's 32 ounces right there on the side. I also have them in the ½ liter, so it goes up to 16, and then they make up to 8 ounces. Again, if you're, something like a ceramic sealant or something, you don't need very much, or really concentrated like wheel cleaner, you don't really need much. You could probably do like an 8 ounce, and they're really nice because if you're out in the field, you just squeeze it and you pour, squeeze and you pour, and it's pretty easy to kind of manage, especially if you're a professional and you need to worry about all that fun stuff. Let's see here. What if I did this? What if I muted? I wonder if this is even better. Where are we at here? I'll have to rewatch the stream. I was in and out. Well, that's how you make a baby, Guardian. So keep it up, and you're gonna have like a bunch of kids on your hands. Time doesn't exist on DDD. Well, that's true. I'm just to keep it simple, I'm a tree elf. I'm about 900 years old, and yeah, time runs a little different over here. Semper is on my list. Absolutely. Semper, if you haven't tried Semper, I was going to put that in, but Semper was just too good. It was just going to win all the categories. So I wanted to kind of keep it somewhat compatible or comparable. And if I put Semper in, it was just going to blow away all of the competition. Keith says you can, but those bottles one at a time at your local landscape supply store usually. What you can buy those bottles one at a time. Yes, and also what I was going to say is U.S. Plastics. U.S. Plastics, create an account with them. They have them for sale. They're pretty. I don't know, like $2 or $3 each, maybe. And sometimes you might see them on clearance, give or take. Most likely not on clearance, but yeah. Where are we at here? What did I miss? Amazon. They make ½ ounce, 1 ounce servings, twin neck. Yep. One cat per bucket. Dan, what does OG taste like? Well, to me, OG tastes like pretty much like emergency room with a little bit of citrus melody to it. It immediately scalds your tongue, and it kind of creates like a burn mark on your tongue if you drink it. I don't recommend you consuming this or having it anywhere near your esophagus or stomach. Maybe your intestines, but I don't really want to test that. I'd say the most pleasant fragrance out of all of these clean by Pan. Every time you smell it, it smells a little bit better, but I can't really distinguish what it is. It's like citrusy, almost like a Sprite. It's not really like Sprite, but it's like a lemony, citrusy, gentle snow foam. Ooh, got a bug in the ear. Oh, and there goes my earbud. Literally flew and bounced under the freaking thing over there. So I'm gonna have to get that in like an hour when I'm off. Gentle snow foam smells like iconic with a little bit of cleaner behind it. Really nice, iconic. It smells like that maraschino cherries, that almond smell. Now Mondo's favorite is Incredible Suds. Smells like grape, like that chemical grape, or as my AI calls it, artificial grape. It's grape. It doesn't really wow me, but it's not bad. I don't mind it. And then as I mentioned, the semen shampoo, the one that kind of looks like jizz, 1 to 1,000. You just need like a third of an ounce of it. And it's got that like it's got some like glitter. Got some like a little bit of glitter in there. Look at that. Look at that nice glitter. Those titanium oxides in it. This stuff hits. This stuff is excellent. This is up there with soft wash. This and soft wash are probably my two favorite fragrances. G-Wash. Get a little G-Wash. Okay, a little clearer. Smells like grapefruit. Smells like grapefruit. When I smell it here, it smells like grapefruit. When I'm foaming it on in the bucket, it smells like the OG soap. Rogue, Quiver Rogue. Oh, that's like literally like a pina colada. Like you're just sitting on the beach. Oh, I just want to drink this. I just want to put a straw. This smells so delicious. Oof, very good. And it's got like a nice little, okay. And where are we at? Carbon detail supply, carbon details. This is the only one that's not fruity and shampooy smell. This one has like a cologne musky smell. Oh, this is like I feel like I just put on my winter jacket in the winter and have like that nice like spice cologne on. That musky, spicy. Mm, smells really good. Nice and soapy. Not bad. Carbon detail supplies. I wouldn't say it's similar to active foam, but you know how that active foam has that kind of like sandalwood cologne smell? This is kind of like cologne but not similar to active foam, and it has like the strength fragrance is like 20% of the strength as active foam. Active foam from Coach Chemi is so strong, it's ridiculous. Oh no, you know this one? This is the honey banana or something. Honey, very sweet. Very, very sweet. Mm, I can get that bits of that artificial banana. Very, very sweet. If you like that sweet, check this out. And the pour is not the best pour. It's okay though. It's all right. The thing is, because it's so strong, you just need a half an ounce. I wish this pour was a little bit better. I wish it was a little bit more viscous, kind of like how clean is really, really viscous, or how carbon detail, really good pours. Okay. This one. I'm so quick tonight. This one is not as close. All right. It's like twice as thick, if not even more thick. Dan, how do you like the Bruggs cannon? I'm loving the Bruggs cannon. Okay. I think it sucks up chemical a little too much. So if you don't really care what you're putting in that thing, it's like a Lamborghini. My Bruggs is like a Lambo. Okay. It's getting like 8 miles to the gallon, but that thing is scooting, right? It's scooting. Keeve, have a great night. Don't forget to mow my lawn and help me with my pressure washer later this week. Thank you so much. I got plane ticket for you to come out here. Good night, my friend. That LLM cannon is fire. Also, yes, absolutely. That one was impressive because it was so light. I noticed it being very light. It was quieter than the other foam cannons. You know how like that. I don't know if you can hear it from my earbuds, but that kind of noise. The ADS drift makes a really loud kind of thing. This one was like a very quieter one, and I don't know how Keeve explains it, but the pattern, that spray pattern on that cheap $20 foam cannon, impressed me. Bear Force was not impressive. In fact, I thought the Bear Force was actually going to do a really good job, and in fact, it actually didn't do a very good job. Now, I'm not going to say it didn't do a good job. It just when we performed it on the panel, it was a lot wetter than I was expecting. It's a really nice looking one for 20. Yeah, absolutely. And again, some people might need like 5 or 6 foam cannons, and you don't really want to spend $100 on one foam cannon. So I get it. I would definitely check out these chipper ones. I have the drift, and it doesn't work that good. The thing is, I've noticed that if for the drift, the ADS drift, if you put in a stronger dilution than normally recommended, it performs really well. Um, if I was testing G-Wash last night, as I mentioned, right? I was doing G-Wash because I haven't used it in a while. I kind of just glugged it into the foam cannon and it started clogging the foam cannon. I was using the griots. I was thinking about see my plan last night was practicing what I should do for tonight. And I was thinking, since I have three containers of the griots, I was like, what if I like just use griots and have 3 different soaps in each of the containers so I can kind of quickly swap out. But then I was like, what if I try the same soap in 7 different foam cannons and see if that makes any difference? And that's obviously what I ended up doing. So it's hard. I would love to have like a definitive like standard test so when I try things we can kind of have like a true basis of stuff. But right now I'm just kind of like
I'm just kind of like having fun. I'm trying to show visuals as much as possible, try to educate, and of course, try not to bore you with my 3 hour live streams, right? So anything that you recommend, feel free to reach out to me because I like to have fun. I like to show this stuff for you. I like to help you kind of make decisions, and I want to do it in a way that is unbiased, right? I don't work for any of these brands. These brands don't tell me what to say. These brands don't tell me what to do. I just kind of come up with this stuff on my own. Like you guys, I have an addictive personality, and I buy way too much products. So I try my best to kind of show you these soaps and shampoos so you don't have to spend $300, $400 trying all these shampoos, and hope that I can do it in a way that you guys enjoy the content and look forward to seeing more of my stuff. Dan, Polish Angel has a new soap out. You should try that. Well, I will reach out to Angel because I'm broke. I'm Brant broke right now. I just got a new roof done. I'm just kidding. That's why you're the goat, bro. Thanks, Scott. I appreciate it. I just again, I'm just like we're just having fun here, right? We're trying car shampoos. Okay, we don't need to cry about if it's leaving residue. We don't need to cry if it's $100 of shampoo. No one's telling you to buy it. Okay, if you want to go buy a $30 a gallon, we literally have really good $30 a gallon shampoo right here. Okay, this was really good for $30 a gallon. Okay, this was really good for $30 a gallon. This one, I don't know how much this is or was, but this was also super good for a gallon. This was excellent. I would definitely check out Soft Wash if you don't have it, or try to save yourself for the next rendition of Soft Wash, whatever it's going to be called. I'm assuming it's going to be called pH neutral soap because the direction that Detail Co is doing, they're losing the clever names and they're aiming more towards just like simplicity. So, and then Incredible Suds T2. I kind of wish it was still a little bit. It's better than Type One, but it's still pretty thick. It's still on that towards the end here on that thickness. Okay, so wish it was a little less runny. Same with the Star Show. G-Wash also a little too thick. These are all the thick ones, right? And then the show car, all these four back here, a little too thick. And then this one was like borderline too thick. And same with Quiver. Quiver. These two are kind of like pushing it too thick. Quiver is a little bit more too thick than this one. This one's a little less thick. And then the other four were just excellent. All right, guys. Well, it was a pleasure hanging out with you all this Wednesday evening. Thank you so much for your time. Let me know if you have any comments or suggestions. I hope you guys have a good weekend. I'm not going to be here for Friday. Like I said, I have parents in the town this weekend, so I'm going to be taking some time off. And next weekend, not this next Friday, but the next weekend, I believe, if I check my calendar, I will be on Joey Belinsky's podcast. I don't know if Joey's still in here, but Joey Belinsky and Adam Dwar from Canada will be having a podcast, I believe. So I go at 6 o'clock normally on Fridays. They go at 4 o'clock normally on Fridays, and I will be on Joey's podcast at 4 o'clock on the 28th. Okay, so stay tuned to the 28th. I'll be on Joey's. I don't know what it's called again. I think it's called like the Detailing Grind or something. I can't remember. And I'm looking forward to doing some fun PNS or whatever related washes that Joey would love to see. And then the following week after that, we're going to be going over the Detail Co line brand with Eddie and Jamie. So I got a couple of weeks here planned out for you guys. So stay tuned. Detail Grind. Yes. Okay. Thank you so much, Juice. Appreciate you guys so much for coming in. 2.5 hours. You know how we do it. And thanks so much, guys. I'll see you guys later. Okay.